Hey, here we are in another day. It's funny, you can notice your haters. This is how you notice your haters. They're so busy watching you, judging you, that they're not living their own lives. They always have something to say about you. Most of the time, these people function through screens and you don't even see their face. That's the lovely part of social media, I guess, that we can act all big and bad. I think it's Taylor Swift that says it. Say it in a tweet, that's a cop out. Say it in the streets, that's a knockout. Spot on, sister. Because there's a lot of people that they have so much to say. And a lot of it comes down to judgment. They can't stand watching you not work as hard as them. But you get more than what they're working for. It's hard. I've actually been in that boat before. I was exhausted. I was working all the time. I could barely afford to put food on the table. And my sister moved in with me. And we made an agreement. And at that time, her son was in college. She was doing her own thing, coming and going to work. She was always late paying me her bills. And I think that's where the hostility came in. That, oh, I can't pay this and I can't pay that. I'll get to it. And it's like, no, I'm relying on that. And the situation I'm in right now, I've kept up my end of the bargain. I actually went above and beyond. And then the more I did, the person wants to move the goalpost and add more to it. That's not how an agreement works. It's not, you see, I have more than what you thought I had. Now let me ask you for more. It's not how this works. I didn't move here because I needed to be saved. I moved here with who I thought was a friend. And we were going to help each other. Not monetarily. Just being here because she has a kid and I have a kid. Our kids being here, her child not feeling so alone, me paying less in bills, wonderful help. Then it turned into help me buy groceries. I buy my own food. I eat my own way, so does my daughter. Then it started turning into higher expectations. I understand helping out. I don't mind doing the dishes. I don't mind taking the trash out. But from the time I got here, AC's broken. Help me fix it. This is your house, not mine. Oven is about to die. Dishwasher is about to die. Refrigerator's filthy. There's all kinds of things that this is not my house. It's just like when you rent somewhere, you're not responsible for replacing their belongings. If their hot water heater goes out, that's on them, not you. That's the difference between buying and renting. And I think a lot of people forget because, like I said, they start looking from the outside and then that jealousy factor plays in. But the person that's judging me doesn't realize everything I have done for my kids. All the times that I have sacrificed and got up at 7 o'clock in the morning and was up till 3 in the morning to make sure that their dad didn't do certain things. I've had a lot of sleepless nights. I used to be one of the lightest sleepers. If someone even moved, it was like, oh, what's that? And I thought this would be a place that I could rest for a second. Never realizing I worked so hard to move away from that dark, jealous, negative energy and then moved in with it. Where I was at before here, it was outside of my house, all around it. And now I'm in the midst of it. At one point I even said it's like I'm moving in with the Queen of the Damned and she's going to see if she can convert me. It's almost like the last battle, the last step to take. And so many things have been said and done to make me just blah. And I refuse. I refuse to entertain something so low vibing that it's going to automatically suck me down into the whirlpool. I'm not doing it. I worked so hard to swim from the bottom to the top. I've worked so hard to learn to stop raging and let my emotions control me that I refuse. You can say whatever you want to say about me. And when you start saying things about my daughter, I go talk to her. I go remind her, empower her. Don't feed back into it. Don't take part in something that is meant to try to bring you down emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. Don't let anyone have that power over you, because that's what it boils down to. Someone that's powerless wants to turn around and feel empowered, but they don't realize they don't even have what it takes to control themselves. You can say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care. And I think that bothers a lot of people when they're trying to pit the world against you and they're trying to make themselves look like they're something that they're not. And I've noticed a lot of it is copycat energy. Well, you walk around like your mother of the fucking year and you ain't shit. Okay. I've never gone around saying I'm anything, but thank you for perceiving me that way. And I'm watching this person run herself ragged because she's trying to compete. The thing is, and I read it yesterday, you can't compete with somebody who's only competing with themselves. You will always lose. I'm not in competition with anybody. I don't care what anybody does. That's all on y'all. Don't let it affect me. Don't bring it to me. Take your drama over there. Don't mess with my children. Don't mess with my mentality up here. I know what gaslighting is. I know how to gray rock. I will block you out like the China wall. It's something that you have to learn, that all of what other people do on the outside to try to get a reaction out of you, to siphon away your energy to empower them because they are so low vibing. When you can say, I'm not your supply. You got me all wrong. You'll start to realize what they're truly capable of, which is nothing. Because when you masquerade and you manipulate, the return might seem like it's there until it's not. This person, I've watched her have so much money flowing in her hand, and like sand, it's falling out. Tooth problems, other issues that are popping up. And this is only the beginning. Because when you go around and you try to badmouth good people, I keep hearing it called God's chosen ones. When you go around and try to hurt a healing heart because you're jealous, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because you got a long ride, a descent all the way down, back to where you came from, the darkness. Because you don't get to ride on the coattail of people and find yourself up in the top and then go, oh, so much fuel. That's not how this works. Learn to not be someone else's supply. You don't even have to stand up, say anything, do anything. Just be yourself. Let your light shine. Let the world see the truth for who they are and what you stand for. It really is a matter of choice and just learning to control yourself. These are things that seem to have been forgotten. That emotional intelligence, that maturity, that most adults do not have these days. Therefore, children have not been taught. But I'm telling you, if you want to mature on an emotional level, you have to learn to stop taking things personal, stop reacting to negative energy, and stop letting people use you for their own personal gain. Learn an opportunist. Learn a manipulator. They are all around you. And the more that you can use your discernment and go, you want something from me. You might not think you have a thing to offer. You might have 2 pennies to your name. Keep your 2 cents to yourself. You can be powerful. You just have to do it in a sense that you take those that are low vibing and say, have fun with that. I'm going to sit back and watch you destroy yourself. Because in the end, that's all you can really do is sit back. And if you don't want to see the destruction, turn around and walk away. What is it? Sodom and Gomorrah? Let their city burn, never turn back. Because they're choosing a path and you do not have to walk the same way. Just a little bit to think about. Hopefully it's helpful. Lots of love and keep vibing high, because those little sucky butts are going to keep trying to pull you back down in their trenches, and it's not your war. Bye.